Hey everyone, how is it going? We are live here on the Technicolor Mike B Show with another animal design. Yes, we are almost at the end of the alphabet doing animals A to Z. Today's design is X is for Xenoceratops. Yep, I had to look far and wide to come up with a good animal design for the letter X. There were a few options available for me. There is the X-ray tetra. It is a small freshwater fish found in South America. The X-ray tetra gets its name due to the transparent appearance. You can see the fish's internal organs and bones through its skin. That was one of the options I had available to me. There is the Xanatus hummingbird. It is a medium-sized hummingbird found in Baja California. Baja California isn't in California, it is northwest Mexico. And it was named after the Hungarian zoologist Jan Xanatus de Veszi. There is the Xenarthra. Xenarthra. It's a group of mammals comprising of the anteaters, the sloth, the armadillo, and the word Xenarthra means strange joints. There is the Xenoceratops, a group of birds found in Mexico and South America. There is the Xerus, an African ground squirrel, and I chose the Xenoceratops. There were a few other dinosaur species that also started with the letter X, but I thought the Xenoceratops was an interesting name. So the name means alien horned face. So they don't know that much about this dinosaur. The remains so far have been found in the foremost formation in southern Alberta, Canada. And so it was 1958 when Juan Langston Jr. excavated the skull fragments, and he stored the fragments at the Canadian Museum of Nature in Ottawa. And it was 50 years later when David C. Evans and Michael J. Ryan became curious about the specimen and did a little bit more investigation. They discovered it was a new species and genus of dinosaur, and it was described by Ryan Evans and Karen M. Shepard in 2012. So the name Xenoceratops comes from the Greek word xenos, meaning foreign or alien, and ceratops, meaning horned face. So it is a alien-looking dinosaur with the horns on its face. Getting into the whole topic of dinosaurs, I was thinking, I grew up watching TV like the Flintstones, where humans and dinosaurs lived at the same time. But the cavemen didn't come around till a million years after the dinosaurs were extinct. So I was like, what would it have been like to discover the first dinosaur fossil? What did people think it was? They had never seen a dinosaur. They had never seen something as humongous as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, the design we did a few weeks ago. So yeah, I decided, yeah, let's look up that topic. What was it like to discover the dinosaur? That balloon didn't want to inflate. So the sources I found said that the first dinosaur bone that was credited as being discovered by Robert Plot in 1677. And he didn't know what it was he had discovered. He found it in England, and he considered various things. It was larger than a human, and he thought, well, could this be a horse's bone? Could it be an elephant that was brought to England during the Roman invasion? Could it be something else? He really didn't know. And it wasn't until 150 years later, William Buckland, the first professor of geology at Oxford University, he was the first to identify the bones as coming from a dinosaur. It wasn't a giant man, it wasn't a horse, it wasn't an elephant, it was a dinosaur. So yeah, by looking at the bones of the teeth, jaw, and limbs, Buckland concluded that it must have been some sort of extinct carnivorous lizard, and he named the ancient animal the Megalosaurus. So we didn't yet have a concept of a dinosaur yet, but the first dinosaur was the Megalosaurus. So then in 1822, Mary Ann Mantle discovered a fossilized bone while on a walk in Sussex, England, and further examination found it looked similar to an iguana skeleton. So this fossil reptile that she found was named the iguanodon. That is considered the second dinosaur to get a name, yet we did not have the word dinosaur in our vocabulary yet. So yeah, it was 20 years later, in 1842, Sir Richard Owen named the family of fossils that were being discovered as Dinosauria, meaning terrible lizard. So it was 1842 when we finally get the word dinosaur into the language. And we have these terrible lizards that we could start searching for. Yeah, so that was the how the term dinosaur came into existence. There were already the Megalosaurus and the Iguanodon dinosaurs that had been found and identified before the word dinosaur came into existence. And Sir Richard Owen is credited with being the founder of the London Natural History Museum in 1881, and that museum is still world famous for its dinosaur bone collection. So yeah, just a little on the history of the dinosaur. I definitely did not know those facts, but I get curious about things from time to time. I like working on the topics, and I just sort of ask questions of myself. It's like, what don't people know? What don't I know about this subject? And yeah, so yeah, I'm sure that the Native Americans, the Mayans, earlier cultures had stumbled across some fossil bones, but I have no idea what they would have thought of. Oop, something popped. What they would have thought those bones were from. That they had never seen an animal larger than a bison, a bear, or whatever that was native to their area. And lo and behold, you find these bones that are 8 feet long, and you're like, what is this? So that's where the dinosaurs came from. So this is my attempt at the Xenoceratops. It's got its alien horns. It's got its little beaky type nose, mouth, whatever. Yeah, I never tried to make a Xenoceratops. Never really heard of it. But it's always fun to try something a little bit different. So yeah, just our interesting fact of the day. So yeah, if we are at the letter X, that means we have Y and Z, and we will have finished 26 designs for the animals A to Z. A few of them were a bit of a stretch with the Ninja Turtle and a few other designs in there, but hey, we were having fun. So until next time, see you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Thanks for watching.